Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price, and as you guys know, I am still remaining in my $3 million short position here with an unrealized profit of $160,000, and I can already tell you within the next 24 to 48 hours I will take massive actions on this trade because it is to be expected that massive volatility to the upside or the downside is coming. I want to tell you exactly how we are looking percentage-wise at the moment. What is the higher likelihood of us breaking to the downside? What is the higher likelihood of us breaking to the upside? And guys, as you know, we are not only going to talk about the small time frames as always, I also prepared a very interesting long-term chart here for you that you should definitely not miss out on if you want to know what to expect next now from the cryptocurrency prices, especially from Bitcoin if you are trading it actively. As always, I would really appreciate it if you would smash up a like, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a nice comment down below, I really appreciate that. But now let's not talk too much, but let's just jump right into the content because you want to know what to expect next now from the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices. In general, guys, I know on the first look, this looks exactly the same pretty much. We are falling below our very important daily support and resistance. This is the red dotted line you can see here in the charts. We are falling slightly below it. We are forming on the other time frames a beautiful broadening wedge, and we are seeing a beautiful reversal to the upside with a massive pump following after we are breaking here out of our falling broadening wedge. We are seeing the exact same right now. We have a falling broadening wedge. We are right now in a wedge, in a broadening wedge even, and on the first side, this might look for you as we will see a breakout to the upside with a higher likelihood than to the downside. But this is actually not 100% correct because there is a big difference actually between the price movement that we saw over here and the price movement we are seeing currently. And you are not able to see it on the first sight, but it is actually highly important because first of all, when we were forming the broadening wedge the last time, it was actually a horizontal broadening wedge directly formed above support. And a horizontal broadening wedge, even if we're going into it with a downtrend, guys, this is actually a bottoming formation pattern. As you can see, the broadening bottom, it is actually a bullish reversal pattern if we are going into it with a downtrend, if it is formed horizontally, and especially when you have the help of a very important daily support below you, as an example here, the $21,600 level. Now the whole situation is looking a little bit different because although we are also in a falling broadening wedge, we are right now in a broadening wedge forming. Guys, I can tell you, I mean, it's a little bit more better visible here on the 1 hourly time frame, I think, the broadening wedge. You can see we are forming the broadening wedge. The only thing is that this time it is an ascending broadening wedge, a rising broadening wedge. So what we can see here is that this now is not actually a bullish reversal or bottoming pattern. This is actually, just because it's slightly tilted to the upside, this is actually a bearish continuation pattern, and that's why we are expecting here that the price may fall lower, or is actually percentage wise also more likely to fall lower, especially because this time we also don't have very important support below us. The last time we had highly important daily support at 21,600. This time this support is way below us still, while we are forming a bearish continuation pattern. So right now the likelihood of us falling to the downside is definitely higher, and that's why I'm still remaining here in my $3 million short position. Nevertheless, if we are breaking here above the $22,500 level, as you already know from my last video, or now especially with this rising broadening wedge forming, if we're especially breaking the $22,700 to the upside, in between that price range, I will start taking profits here from my trade. Around probably 1/3 of that trade will be closed. I'm taking around $50,000 in profits then. Once again, as you remember our last short hedge trade, we took $30,000 profits down here. If a bullish development should occur, which is more unlikely than the last time, just to confirm that the likelihood of us going lower here is definitely higher. But if we are breaking crucial resistance to the upside and the bulls find the power actually to pump, then I am going to take profits because we have another confirmation that the next move will be highly volatile. We can see that with all stablecoins exchange net flow. We can see here that over $1 billion, almost $2 billion in stablecoins were transferred within the last 48 hours to exchanges. And we exactly know what that means. Stablecoins, they are getting ready to either, and now there's again, you could think that this just means that it's extremely bullish, that a huge amount of buy volume is coming in because the stablecoins are getting deposited on exchanges. Keep in mind, we have futures trading. People can use this entire money to just short the price on the futures market, or even with spot margin. So we need to keep that in mind. This is not an indicator that we are going to go long or short. This is just an indicator that a huge amount of capital is getting ready to be used in the market for short or long. And this means we need to expect the next move to be extremely volatile, which is already very, very clear since the price is pretty much not moving, especially looking here at the 4-hourly candles, is pretty much not moving since over 2 days now. And on top, huge capital is being deployed on exchanges. On top, we are about to break out of a very important chart pattern, deciding if we are seeing a rejection or only a fake out below that very important daily support and resistance, and then a deciding moment where a massive M pattern could form, or as I said, I mean, if we're now managing to break to the upside, then we don't need to worry about that scenario. But I talked about it in my last video anyways already, so you would be prepared for that as well. If anything should occur within the next 48 to 24 hours, that should completely change my mind. I will upload an update video. Make sure you are subscribed, you have the bell active and everything like that. But now, guys, we are going to see us in the next video. Till then, bye.